Welcome back in, guys. Trey Lowell here with Lowell Productions. Today's video, we're going to go over the gear that I'm going to be taking on a 2-day long shoot, just myself and a director, coming up next. So everyone loves to talk about gear, including myself, and I typically talk about the Panasonic GH5, but in today's video, I'm going to be running you through some client gear that I'm going to be using on a shoot tomorrow, where I'm going to be kind of doing a documentary style shooting with some interviews, but it's me as the cameraman, solo, with a director running the audio, and that's pretty much about it. So let's go over gear that I'm going to be using for today's shoot, and that's where the Mavic 2 Hasselblad edition is going to be a beast to take out on this shoot. So to give you guys just a little rundown, absolutely love shooting with this. Gonna get a little bit more dynamic range in regards to the actual sensor for this. That's why the client purchased it. Flight time's pretty solid. We've got 3 spare batteries, and I will be trying to fly this as many times as possible tomorrow. But as far as camera gear goes, we're gonna start out with the good old faithful, and that's going to be the Sony A7s II. Now, this particular client has been using the Sonys for quite a while, and as you guys can see, we have the Metabone speed booster paired up with the Rokinon 35mm T1.5. A beast of a combination, great for low light. We also are gonna have a nice filter on here because tomorrow we're going to be shooting a lot of outside footage, so variable ND. As far as battery goes, we're going to have a ton because the A7s IIs typically need quite a bit of battery in run and gun situations. Mainly going to be using that more so for B-roll, and also when I'm doing interviews, I'm going to use that most likely as the second shot. And then as for cam number 2, and this is going to be our main camera for the shoot, we're going to have the Sony A7s III. Now currently we have the Sigma 20mm f1.4. Dude, this is a beast of a lens, and we actually use this to shoot an internet show, typically using this combination camera plus lens for our wide shot. It's just amazing in tight spaces. Autofocus is solid, and just like anything else with the A7S or the A7 III, gonna be fantastic in low light. The reason I'm gonna find myself using this camera more so than the A7S II, it's got a little bit of IBIS going on, and then also battery life is going to be absolutely way better than the A7S II. So this guy is gonna be in my hand, rolling around with kind of switching between this guy when the scenario fits itself. We will also be using Sony 24-240. This is going to be a run and gun kind of lens that I'm going to be jumping between. Got a variable ND on there as well. Reason being for this is the amount of zoom range that I get with this is great. And if we're shooting outside, we're going to be shooting at a high f-stop anyways. And with this thing going only as low as an f3.5, you know, it's just going to be nice to take this for the run and gun situations. I'm going to be able to pick up whatever kind of shots I need. We're going to have some Feel World 5-inch monitors. These are going to come in handy for shooting interviews. I pretty much won't really use this for the run and gun because I'm just going to be in such situations where I'm going to have to quickly pull out the camera, wham bam. But when we do have the staged interviews and staged B-roll, these guys will be brought out, and they're a great bang for the buck. Also, onboard camera audio is going to be with the Rode Video Micros. These are great. As far as battery powers for our LED panels, which I actually have back in the car, we use Drawcast 12x12 or 1x1 bendable LED panels. And then for run and gun situations, documentary style, we're going to use Sony V-mount batteries. These are a beast, getting roughly about 6 to 8 hours worth of life continuously running. Now, I'm sure that can be debated, but that's what I find with our Drawcast. Got 2 of those for run and gun. And another piece of glass that we're bringing is the Rokinon Nifty 50. Reason being that I actually brought the native Sony one is that this is going to give us the ability to have the 50 on one of the cameras, and then also if we needed to go all Rokinon glass, Cine glass, we're going to be able to kind of pair it up with both cameras, shooting similar styles of glass, just different focal lengths. So it's nice to have that native, considering we only have one speed booster on hand for this particular shoot. And then other little knickknack items that we have in the bag are just going to be some gaffer's tape. We're going to have some more drone items. Gonna have some trusty clamps. Always gonna need those. We're gonna have diffuser, which I highly recommend many of you guys have one of these and carry with you whenever you're traveling. So I do highly recommend that if you guys have the space, carrying a diffuser is going to be so valuable. I'm not going to go through any more of the pockets other than that we have the HDMI cables, we've got all our charging things, you name it. We even have some makeup in here for particular guests if we're getting too much shine. But that is a quick walkthrough of the gear that we're going to be using tomorrow. So hey guys, as always, I hope you found this video useful, and if so, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like the content I keep creating on this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and make sure to stick around and keep an eye out for the next video on the channel. It'll be a BTS look into the shoot from tomorrow, and it'll be a little bit of a glimpse into the workflow, some of the things we ran into, the do's, the don'ts, and you guys will get a little bit of an understanding of what a two-man crew can do with this gear, and I'll give you a glimpse into the final product. And I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, it is time to pack up. Pack it up.